Morning, everybody. You're welcome to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. Today is Thursday. Right. Tomorrow, remember, we're going to talk about the issue of disposal of plastics with Mr. Jimi Disu. That he's my first cousin. He'll be here. He runs Pop Club. It's like on an island, and they've got together with some folks and they're trying to sensitize us about the issue of disposal of plastics. That'll be tomorrow. On Saturday, we are going to be talking security. We're going to be taking a look at the Benue crisis from a security standpoint. So I'm sure you have an idea of what that's going to be. That's what we're going to do. Next week, Wednesday, we are going to have Tony Payne. She'll be here for Dear Bumi. Okay? And I think next week, Wednesday, if I remember, is also the day for the special Amala for Kusama Moka. So that's as far as the announcement goes. But Tony Payne is here today. And, of course, she doesn't live in town. So anytime she comes to town, we want to play catch-up. And instead of playing catch-up privately, we just let you listen into the various conversations that I have with her. Tony Payne, how are you? Yeah, thank you. You've been in town for about a week?
About a week, exactly 1 week.
About a week, yeah. What's happening in the world? What's happening in the States with this new directive on immigration and so on and so forth? What's it like? What's happening to our people? It looks as if the ICE, or what do they call them? They're on a
rampage.
They're on the rampage.
And it's so funny because it's my city that they're really focusing on right now.
Which is your city now?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
I read in the news yesterday they just brought in 2,000 more National Guards.
What?
It's stupid.
What for?
I think what it is I think Trump is just trying to flex his power. He doesn't really like our governor, and our governor is very firm. He'll stand up to Trump. He doesn't care, and he wants to humble. He's not going to humble him. He's just going to keep trying.
So tell me, how does it work out? The impression I get is that, okay, I'm walking down the road with Zion or whatever. ICE just stop me and say, yes, who are you? Identify yourself. I hear that, correct me if I'm wrong, for example, that it's an offense for you not to be able to identify yourself at any given time. You must carry an identity with you. Is that right?
I think most adults will carry their ID.
Yeah.
Especially if you drive, you have to have your driver's license.
Driver's license.
Exactly. So that's kind of normal, standard.
But what about?
But when I'm walking down the street, if I don't have my wallet, if I don't have my purse,
yes,
I could just decide I want to walk to the grocery store.
Yeah.
In my own area, actually, I take that back. I was gonna say in my own area, it's not happening, but it was right before I left at my aunt's work. ICE actually came to raid them. Yeah, and then in their office, yes, ICE came to raid, and then came to raid the grocery store down the street from them, because she left and she was like she was going back to work, and she was like when she came home to have lunch, she was like, oh my god, she called me urgent. I was like, what's going on? She's like, oh, ICE came to raid their place. And I was like, what? And then that same morning, the kids were almost out of school. It was like 2 days left to school. They were writing their finals. Zion School sent a general message to all the parents saying, we are aware that ICE is in the area, but your children are safe. Nothing's going to happen to them. But again, I don't know what they're trying to do. I think they're trying to instill fear in people. They're trying to instill fear and disrupt communities. That's what they're doing. And you know what? The way I see it, I feel like if you look at history, I always say these are the descendants of colonizers. Their ways have always been like this. Their ways have always been very evil. The way they go about things are very, very evil. If you're telling somebody you have an immigration hearing, everybody has a right, or at least due process. And you're taking away that right to due process. It's in your constitution. The Trump administration does not care about the constitution. And the people that voted for him are so-called, oh, we care about the Constitution is, but it's a lie. The only thing they care about is white nationalism. But they don't want to admit that, because everything that they have been doing, every move that they have been making has indicated that they only care about white nationalism. Because if you say immigration is a problem, now we have maybe too many Latinos in the country. Oh, we want to reduce what we're spending on immigrants. Why are you bringing white South Africans? What is the point? Because your goal is we want to reduce what we're spending on immigrants. So you're importing more immigrants, but they have to be the right color.
And how do you get away with things like that in a country like America? I mean,
it is insane, because he's not supposed to. Like Zion just took a political science class, and I usually sit in his classes.
He's an American citizen.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
You don't go.
Yes, I am. I mean, although let's say me and him were not worried, but it's still affecting our community. It could be some of his friends in school that their parents are getting picked up. It could be, people in his classroom. It's traumatizing for these kids because they're not sure. They're having these discussions in their classrooms. Oh my God, this person's parent is scared. It shouldn't even be like that.
How scary is it? Is it like you could go downtown and see some ice-looking people? They could just stop you randomly.
In my own area, I haven't seen them, but I've heard that that's exactly what's going on. That they're plain clothed. They're not identifying themselves. Sometimes they wear masks, and I'm like, this is like the formula for human trafficking. Because what is stopping somebody that wants to traffic people to pretend that they're ICE and start kidnapping young girls? They're kidnapping children as little as 2 years old. They just did that recently, like I think yesterday or 2 days ago. So what is stopping some pedophile from just seeing random girls on the street and snatching them up and saying, oh, I'm ICE, and then going to have their way with them, destroying these children's lives?
Okay, do you think that, now this is a tricky one. Do you think that America could get to a point where they'll say they will no longer recognize dual nationalities? You have to choose one.
You know what? I'm not sure. With this administration, I feel like it
could happen.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen. But I also feel like if you look at the makeup of America, or what makes America what it is, it's a nation of immigrants. So if you want to do that, you're going to be affecting the majority of the population. I know they don't care. They probably want to drive everybody that's not white out of the country. But what they'll do is they'll just keep disrupting, because every single thing that he has done so far, the courts will shut it. He knows the courts will shut it down. He knows, but that's not his goal. His goal is to instill fear, stoke fear in people, cause chaos.
What he has done successfully is that I've cancelled my trip to America.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing that, because again, there's some people that come into America and they'll say, "Oh, we were at the airport. They stopped us. There was a lady that said, they stripped her. Just to visit America, they're embarrassing people. It's crazy, and it's affecting tourism." And they're going to start seeing the numbers. I don't think Trump, I don't think he has a brain, personally. And I don't really think he thinks things through. I think he just has a bunch of ignorant, racist people in his ear. And they tell him to do some certain things, and he just runs with it. As long as you're praising him, you're the best. Oh my God, there's no president like you. You're so great. Look at you. We should put a monument.
But I keep saying that the world's number one democracy. How come the country generally is tolerant of that? Does that have anything to do with the riots and demonstrations that you have in America now?
Okay, so
or are these demonstrations, are they localized?
I think they're national.
They're national.
Oh yeah, they're national. There was a recent protest last Saturday, the No King protest. Yeah. That was national, and it drew a huge crowd across all the states. So it's not a localized thing like, oh, so just LA, or it's just California, or it's just Texas. This is everywhere, And there are a lot of people that voted for him that regret voting for him because they didn't think he would go this far. I mean, I said it. I was like, look, I don't care if it's a monkey running against Trump. I will vote for that monkey, because I know that this man, his second term, he has nothing to lose. And he will destroy as much as he can, because he has nothing to lose. And Even his own Republicans, they can't get a hold of him. Like, even his sponsors, people that gave money to him.
I cracked a joke once, expensive joke as it were, but I cracked a joke anyway. And I said, I hope that America, big as it is, democracy as it is, doesn't experience a mutiny.
I think we're close. I think we're very close to it. I think we're
mutiny, yeah.
And it's really funny because I feel like America is a big old PR campaign. And all these things happening is now exposing its weakness. And that's very dangerous for that country. But I don't know why they just don't see it.
You saw the, I think this was online anyway, him whispering to Starmer, the British Prime Minister, that he wish he had the powers of the North Korean.
Oh yeah, that's who he wants to be a dictator so bad, and he's moving like
succeed?
He's moving like one, because when you say the National Guard should come into LA, that is the governor's job, and then you're threatening to arrest a sitting governor. Who are you? Their state powers and their national. You're not supposed to cross those lines. Do you think he might try? Oh, he's going to try his best, but they'll shut him down. The courts will shut him down.
A personal question, though. Let me deal with you severely, throw you under the bus. If America turns up with a policy that cancels dual nationality, which of your two nationalities?
That's a good.
I caught you there.
No.
Which of your two nationalities will you keep?
Man, that's a tough question.
I did it deliberately.
That is a tough question.
I'm not here to be nice to you.
Well, you know what?
Guess what? That question I asked myself, because I'm dual nationality too, and I think that the way the Western world is going with all these problems, they might jolly well cancel
dual nationality. So the only issue with...
But you haven't answered the question.
I'll answer the question right now. The only issue that Nigeria has is access. If I take out my American passport and I can go to Thailand, I can go to Indonesia, I can go anywhere, most places.
To live.
Yes. I can go to visit. But Nigeria, I don't know what is up with us. Like, I feel like we don't want to progress. We don't want to do things to...
So which of the two, before you go into... Yeah, let's have the first paragraph. The first paragraph of this narrative is, if you
as much as I hate Trump, and I still have faith in the judicial system in America.
We know that.
I still have faith in the states in America.
We know that.
So because I still have faith in, I will not put my money on what I don't super have faith in, which is how Nigeria works.
So we'll lose you to the world.
You wouldn't lose me. I'll go to Japan. I'll just cancel both of them. I don't want to be either one. I'm tired of both of them. But it's a tough question because I feel like Nigeria has my heart. But
Share you realize that if dual nationality is cancelled, to come to Nigeria now,
I'll need a visa.
You need a visa.
Yes.
Which could be denied.
Well.
So all your Nigeria people, all your Nigeria people, it's a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
It's a tough one.
That is actually a really tough one. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I mean, or
you should hope it won't happen.
He has.
But I have a funny feeling with what's going on in the UK. What's going on in Germany, what's going on in the US, and so on and so forth. Something at the back of my mind tells me that some countries don't allow it.
Yeah, some countries don't allow it.
Either they are national or you are not. This gentleman has grown tall.
Yeah, he has.
He's taller than the dad.
Yes, he is. I was arguing with him because he came for his birthday last year, December. And before he came, I was telling him, I was like, Zion is taller than. He's like, lie. I was like, I humbled him.
How is his music these days anyway? We're talking of nice now, of course.
He's fine.
His music is coming up?
Yeah, he's performing.
Is he doing shows?
Yeah, he's constantly busy. He's constantly busy. Okay. Yeah.
But you are not in show business anymore. Though.
No.
You're into photography.
Yes, nature. wildlife documentary.
Does that put food on your table?
Photography, yes. So I have two parts of my photography. Like my business side, my OSHA creation business is more food photography, and that's with restaurants. So I do menus and stuff like that, like pictures
for restaurants.
For restaurants, yes. And then the wildlife and nature, that's a passion project.
I see that a lot on YouTube.
Yes, that's my passion project. Hopefully, soon I can figure out how to go from passion project to career in conservation.
So how would I describe it? The last time you were here, I said you were into promotions and things. Now I should describe you as a photographer.
I think what I'm gunning for is documentary filmmaker, nature and wildlife documentary filmmaker, because that's where I'm at right now. I'm still a photographer though, because it's still the same.
Yeah, but no more show business for you.
No,
you've had enough. No.
Unless I made a pact with myself that if my blood decides they want to do show business, that's the only way I'll go back into.
You think he wants to be like the dad? Can he sing?
He has a good voice, but I don't think he's gonna sing.
I'm not talking of the bathroom voice. Everybody
he can actually.
Even I sing in the bathroom.
Yeah.
he doesn't believe that I can sing, but should I sing a song for you?
Yes, please. I'm gonna do you. Please sing.
Let me see. I can sing.
You'll be nuking this place. We don't want.
I feel disappointed that he can't stand up for me. That I can't sing.
I believe that you can sing. I believe him. I'd love to hear it.
Okay, I have Tony Payne in the studio, and I just want you to listen in to anytime we get to meet. These are the kind of things we talk about. So I just want you to relax, listen. But we'll open up our lines, as it were. 0201 277 0993. And say the female line is what we have a male and female line here. We are gender sensitive. Tony Payne, you're not listening.
I'm listening.
I said we have a gender.
Oh, I know.
We are gender sensitive. So the female line is 0201 465 7190. We'll take a short break, and I'll be back after the break.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, dirty uniforms and shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
The world is changing and opportunities are everywhere. The question is, are you ready to seize them? For far too long, we have been conditioned to think within the constraints of geographical borders created by man. An example is Nigeria. But let me tell you something profound. You are part of the world, not just one nation. You don't just live in Nigeria, you live in the world. It's time to break free, look beyond borders, and seek opportunities that span the globe. You need a world view. The world is open for business, and the opportunities are endless. It's time to think global. It's time to trade global. Visit hfm.com or download the HFM app on Google Play Store or App Store to get started today.
Hey, rewards to the When I buy airtime and data on any network,
I get up to 10% cash back.
I pay my NEPA, DSTV, or Star Times Uncle. 3% cashback. Now so, Smart Cashback don't reloaded.
And they load my wallet.
Hey, it's the Smart Cashback Reloaded. Top up airtime or data on any network and get up to 10% cashback. Or pay your electricity or cable TV bill and get 3% cashback sharply. Only on Smart Cash. No dull yourself. Download the Smart Cash app or dial star 939 hash to start today.
Terms and conditions, deja.
Start your children's day with a great taste of Ovaltine, enriched with multi-nourishment, calcium, malt, and vitamin B12 to support learning and playtime. Ovaltine, smart choice for smart kids.
What you're about to taste is so hot, it's got basket mouth singing.
Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Yeah. Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Chris. Heat.
Nothing brings the heat like the bold taste of Mini-Me Noodles Naija Pepper Flavor. Try it today and see for yourself. Mini-Me Noodles Naija Pepper Flavor. Slurp it like it's hot.
With BetKing Virtuals, every game fit make you hit jackpot. The power to win bigger is in your hands. Download the BetKing app and register today using the promo code FREEBETS to enjoy 100 Naira instant bonus and other exciting offers. Terms and conditions apply. Not for persons under 18 years. Play responsibly.
I don't know, man. These days, all you hear is save, invest, save, Wait, how do you guys find this money? Is it not someone that is settled that will have money to save and invest? And even if I manage to invest or save, the interest rates are so low. And one can lose money in all these crypto, NFT, blockchain, and so on.
Introducing Fund 724. It's a simple solution to all your money goals. With as low as 1,000 Naira or that urgent 2K in your pocket, you can start saving with Fund 724 and earn solid returns on your investment. And you can withdraw your money from your account for free. Anytime you like, just dial star 724 hash on your mobile phone and follow the prompts.
Oh, so no need to download an app or join a long queue.
Dial star 724 hash now to get started. Fund 724 is available 24/7. Guarantee Trust Fund Managers is a subsidiary of Guarantee Trust Holding Company PLC and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Oh, what did happen now? No bonus for all my line. No panic, as MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial star 123 star 2 star 1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Welcome back to your number one talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
You're listening to Jimi Disu, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Okay, so you're welcome back to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, and I have with me Tony Payne, the daughter of Wale Payne, my friend of blessed memory, who put her in my care. So this is one of my many children. And she then has in tow Zion, who is sitting in one corner, taller than his mom, taller than his dad, and taller than his mom's acting dad. Can you imagine? Well, we want to use the opportunity of your being here to tell our listeners a bit of what it is like now to try to jackpot to America, because you can't run away. In spite of all what you hear, there's some people who are hell-bent that it's America or nothing. So what is it like now to make an attempt to jackpot to America?
Well... I mean, for me personally, if your papers are correct and from here, fine. You should be fine. Again,
you won't be embarrassed.
This administration is very unpredictable. But I feel like if your papers are correct, everything is okay, you'll be fine. I've never, ever advised anybody, even before this administration, to overstay their visa because it's very risky. Because if something happens and you get taken out, then you can't come back. you know.
Yeah.
So you don't want to do that, and you don't want to. I'm a peace of mind kind of person, so I don't want a situation where is something going to happen tomorrow? Am I going to get pulled over tomorrow? Am I going to get caught tomorrow? So I don't know how anybody, you know, I get it. They see it as an opportunity because maybe things in Nigeria are not very good, and I understand because just recently, I was talking about Nigeria, and I was like, in this space of coming to Nigeria, I know how much I've spent. And just for the kids to have a little fun here and there. And what I have spent is probably 10 times more than the average minimum wage. And that's just for, I know I can't say we've had all the fun. We've just gone to a few places. And I'm like, how is it possible that this is the minimum wage, and if you want to do something in Nigeria, this is how much I've spent.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, even in America, if I take the kids out to the beach, take them, I can't spend as much as I spent in everything in Nigeria is pay to play. So much so, like, you know, like I said, I'm a nature advocate. You know, I think nature is good for your mental health. And I feel everybody should have access to some nature space, a public park, somewhere where people can just be, sit, no touts, no nothing, free access. But there are not too many things like that in Nigeria. So I see these situations and I'm like, I understand why anybody would say, you know what, enough is enough, I want to leave. But you also want to leave somewhere where you're not being chased around and you have peace of mind. Like, look at the situation with ICE raiding people and all that. I'm sure there are going to be some Africans caught up in the mix. Right now, they're focusing what we're seeing in the news. You know, the news will show you what they want us, you know, what they wanted, the narrative they want us to see. And what they're showing us is a narrative that Latinos are being picked up. Anybody that's brown is being picked up left, right, and center. But I'm sure there are going to be some Africans caught up in there as well that have been picked up and, you know, sent back to wherever. And the craziest thing about this administration is not that they're just even picking people up. They're sending them to random countries.
Oh,
like,
wait a minute.
It's insane.
Yeah, you aren't sent to your country of origin.
They're sending them to random countries. They'll say, oh, you're from, let's say you're from Nigeria. They can send you to Libya. They were sending.
Really? How?
I don't know where they found this man. I don't understand because. Yeah, they're doing that. Picking people up and not sending you to your country of origin. Because they'll say, oh, well, maybe your country of origin doesn't want to accept their plane. So we're just going to scatter you everywhere.
I keep reading something to the effect that Nigeria might be some new visa policy. Nigeria might be affected.
Yeah, he wants to do that. He does the last term he was in.
So what would that mean?
I guess Nigerians can come in.
You're kidding.
And Nigerians, it's so funny. Like, I mean, on social media, I saw a lot of Nigerians supporting this guy. I'm like, are you guys insane? Like, why are you supporting somebody that hates you? I don't get it. I don't know. I can't support anybody that hates somebody that looks like me. It's not possible. So I don't care about his policies, you know?
So what you're saying is if you really do want to leave the country and go, find someplace else to go.
I think so. Personally,
okay.
I think so.
I think we have a few people calling in. As soon as we can identify one or two of them. You might want to call in to ask questions. So the opportunities that used to exist, like you come, you extend your stay, get some menial job and start, all those are wiped out completely.
I mean, I'm sure there's some people still there that are not.
Yeah, there'll always be exceptions
that,
to the rule.
you know, that just, but you don't know when this thing will catch up with you. So why take the risk?
I have a call. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Yeah, my name is Robert.
Morning, Robert.
Yeah.
Turn off your radio, Oga.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm calling from Lekki.
Yeah, go on.
Who is that woman with you, please?
What kind of... excuse me. We I will not proceed. You have not exhibited the correct frame of mind and manners.
I'm sorry. I want to know
I will take the next call, please. Sorry about that.
No.
We do get... I mean, let's try and be polite to people. Who is that? The guy sounded like a policeman.
He's like he wanted to fight me.
Who is that?
Like, what did I do? I'm just sitting here minding
Okay, we have another caller. I hope there will be more. Hello, man. Turn off your radio, please.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
Uncle Jimmy, good morning. I'm so happy to get on to you. Well done.
Yes.
Please, I want to contribute, really. I am happy with what Trump is doing.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
You're happy?
If all the countries on earth can pursue Nigeria, send them away from their country, and let us come and sit down
They're
here.
jealous because you not
why
go.
Are we running away from, no, why are we running from? No, sir, I have opportunities to go out of Nigeria. I refuse to go. Sorry, my name is Gabriel Aka.
Yes.
So if the Trump,
I've looked through the list of those who get visa. Your name not the inside.
Yes. I mean, 30 years ago when I was younger, I'm an old man now.
Hey,
yes. So I want all Nigerians to be sent away from other countries. Let them come to Nigeria, stay here, and fight for the betterment of Nigeria. In South Africa, Mandela spent 27 years in prison for the betterment of South Africa. In London, in America, where they all are going, Luther King was killed at 37.
So are you saying that Nigeria is a prison?
No, all of us are running away from Nigeria. Why? Oh, my brother, I have people that are living in Nigeria. Many. They say they don't want to stay and fight. You know, so I am happy that what is happening to Nigeria, let them be sent away from other countries. Let them come to Nigeria and stay here and stand up for their rights.
Okay.
Thank you, Uncle Jimmy.
Okay.
Uncle Jimmy, can I make a point?
Of course. He wants you to come back and come and live.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
Immigration is not a new thing. It's not unique to Nigerians.
Yeah.
Americans live outside. Americans live here in Nigeria.
Yes.
So immigration is a matter of personal preference. I can decide today I want to live in Japan. I can decide today I want to live in Ghana.
Yeah.
I can decide even as an American decides today they want to live in Nigeria. They want to live in Indonesia.
Our friend was here. He was here for many years, Dan Foster.
Exactly.
Dan Foster is American.
Exactly. So, I know we're speaking from the perspective of Nigerians, but Nigerians don't immigrate as much as Indians. We're not even close. So to say, send Nigerians, then that means we have to send China, everybody. We don't come close.
But we want you to come home so that you can run for office.
I would love to. But I'd have to.
Your late dad was in politics.
Yeah, but I'd have to run.
He was in
I'd
the
run
APC.
Ogun
You
State.
should come and
no,
join the
APC. Well, I don't think I have an affiliation, but I mean, if they're good parties.
Won't you ever do politics? I mean,
the only reason I would look into politics, and I feel like if I do politics, I won't succeed, is because I would have great intentions. And I would probably be getting
why
into...
won't you succeed with great
because
intentions?
I know how things work. If you have great intentions, sometimes people will make it difficult for you. And I feel like I'll just be fighting all the time because I'm very sensitive to the things that are happening to the masses. Like, I'm very
What's happening to the masses?
Like, I don't like to see people suffering, number one. I don't like...
Are you implying that politicians in Nigeria like to see people
I don't think they care enough, to be honest.
You don't think they care? Or
I don't
they
think
care enough? Oh,
because if they did care enough, you would see a drastic change or a shift. But I still see a lot of suffering in this country. I still see a lot of things that are out of place in this country. So I feel like, I mean, there's some that have good intentions, but I also feel like I don't think they care enough, to be honest. And I feel like if they do care enough, there'll be less people leaving Nigeria.
Okay. Okay. So if you had a choice, you've taken your choice now. You have a choice to live here. You have a choice to live there. This Nigeria is closer to nature, though.
I love Nigeria for its nature. Like, Nigeria's biodiversity is insane. It's beautiful. It's better than even
Come
America.
and settle here now. What is it?
I would love to.
You can go to Covenant University. You can go to, let's take a call. We have a call. Hello. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
My name is Kokwete. I greet everybody in the house.
Yes.
Sir, for me, I'll go follow that last call out. May they send all Nigeria come.
It's a lie. They can't send them. They pay you. If you, as they talk now, if I say make you come follow me, go America now, you know go.
Sir, no go. So
talk to.
Make them come out some people for system. What is point Nigeria? They say we no get system, and all the mechanics all the mechanics no dey Nigeria again.
Hmm.
You won't go for church, we no get good church. Now me, I beat my chest. You won't go for police station, we no get police station again.
Well, no talk police matter here. I think I'll beg you.
I know.
Leave the police out of this matter. You fit talk radio station.
Plenty for our mouth. We too get plenty politics for our mouth. If I will tell ourselves the truth, we will get it right.
Okay. Thank you very much. Well, there seems to be, from the little that we know now, it looks as if the attitude might be changing. Or could we say that, respectfully, maybe these are people who are just disgruntled that they can't find a way out of the system?
I think that a lot of them are
Do you
disgruntled.
get... look, it's become expensive anyway.
Yes.
To Jackpa.
Of course.
Ticket prices alone will send some people off the...
Definitely.
It's become a bit difficult. So you don't recommend it in any form?
I see the sentiments online, what he was saying, that like I said, I see a lot of Nigerians that support Trump, but again, I can't understand it, because I can't understand why you would support somebody that hates you. But if that's their sentiment, so send everybody.
They're saying it.
So send everybody back. So it's kind of like, if I look at it like misery loves company. Not saying that they're miserable, but their intentions are not. Because if you're saying let them come back to fix the country, I can understand that.
That's what he's saying.
Is that what he's saying? But it almost sounds like he's just saying, let them come and suffer with us. That's what they're saying.
Hey,
if they're saying, okay, you know what?
Come and suffer with us.
If I come to Nigeria, I want to fix something. Like, I don't want to just come to Nigeria and just be there.
I'll talk to them at DPC. They'll give you
if they let me fix something,
they will fix it.
Uncle Jimmy,
we'll put you in the Sule local government.
I don't mind. Just Uncle Jimmy, to be honest with you, just ordinary.
Yeah.
No, I won't.
You would duck by me.
Well.
Let's take that call. But okay, after this call, I'll ask you a question. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle JD. Good morning to your guest.
Good morning, Mrs. Oboli.
Sir, God bless you, my sister. Sisterhood is proud of you. Hi, you are dropping it like it's hot this morning.
Thank you.
Uncle JD.
Which one is sisterhood?
The sisterhood, we understand.
I wish. See, when Trump got in, and I saw Nigerians rejoicing far into the night, I was asking myself that, are we okay? Why are we in love with our oppressors as a country?
Exactly.
Somebody hates your God. He doesn't really care if you exist or not. And you are jumping, you are jumping up and down, gallivanting around as if you are okay with what he's doing. No problem. It is good he's pursuing everybody back. That's not even the issue. But thank you for reminding us this morning that we should have a calibrated brain, that there's no need for us to go there. We should walk. It's true now, Jimmy. If you tell me to come and follow you now, I'll not follow you again, no.
I've not even asked you to prove anything. Stay.
Uncle JD, thank you.
They're telling me you stay with your husband now.
I will stay, Uncle Jimmy.
Stay with your husband. Do you have do you have quite a number of people who voluntarily want to come back? Do you have that discussion amongst?
Honestly,
because I have some friends who keep saying that, look, even this America you are talking about, by the time you've lived there for a number of years,
you get tired.
Yes. My friend Abe, he came back home from Atlanta and settled down. So I remember what Abe said one day, my friend. He's going to cringe where he is. I said, what else will they do?
Abe.
So do you have, and what is motivating that? Because I have some well-established people who say that, sorry, they want to spend their last years back in Nigeria. Is it just because it's home?
I think home is where the heart is. No matter how you look at it.
Your heart is here.
Definitely. My heart is always with Nigeria. But sometimes when you're in a society that things work, and you don't like stress, you're going to want to just function in that society. I feel like if things work as they should in Nigeria, a lot of people will come back.
You think so?
Oh my God, yes. Oh yeah, definitely. Because what is the difference between there and here? The difference is structure.
Yeah.
If there's things in place, structure in Nigeria, and things work, and it's not stressful just to do basic things, a lot of people will come back. A lot of people. And we have the ability. Why we're just not getting it right, I don't know. Because we have smart people, we have tech, we have You even said it. We have better nature than
weather and everything.
Yeah, but I don't understand why. For some reason, actually, a friend of mine always tells me that the reason is because countries like Nigeria, they're in the pockets of the Western world, and the Western world does not want Nigeria to work because they profit off our poverty. They profit off things not working in our country, and until we get somebody like the Burkina Faso guy in Nigeria that's going to say, you know what, the Western world can kick rocks, I'm for my people, and whatever you want to do, let's see. Somebody that's willing to sacrifice their life for Nigeria, it's going to continue to be like this because, again, there are people that don't want it to work.
You don't think our current leaders are in that frame of mind,
I think our current leaders play it safe.
They play safe.
I think they play it safe. I feel like if you're dealing with the West, diplomacy is good, but it's not great. You should always
Diplomacy
choose.
is good,
but it's not great. Diplomacy is good in, okay, you know what? It's keeping us safe, lukewarm. But if you want things to be, why is it that you look at Nigeria now, for instance? Why is it that somebody that's not Nigerian will come into this country and be living better than the average Nigerian? Why is it that more foreigners are making more money than Nigerians? America won't stand for that? You see how Trump is? He's like, oh, all of you get out. They don't care. So why is it that in Nigeria you see some companies will say, like, I think about a year ago, some Chinese company, they set up a grocery store and they said Nigerians can't come in. Are you mad? In their country, they can't come into a store that you set up in Nigeria. Are you serious? So these things are happening. Eventually they did shut them down. I don't know if they reopened it. But the fact that they had the guts to even try something like that shows the utter disrespect for Nigerians in Nigeria. And I feel like if our government doesn't start putting their foot down, even to the Western world, like, look, we put Nigerians first, and anything that does not favor Nigerians, we're not going to do with you.
Okay, let me pick this last caller because we'll soon go. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Uncle JD and Tony Payne.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Engineer Kundayo. I'm calling you from Ikorodu.
Yes, sir.
Now, I want to ask Tony Payne, this issue of gun violence in the U.S. is almost becoming a culture. I watched a video immediately Trump came in and he started this immigration craziness, where all these people with rifles, automatic rifles, they were carrying it and marching all around. So I want to ask you, Tony Payne, what is your view about this gun culture in America as compared to ours here? Because we don't have that culture. Thank you.
And Nigeria is blessed for not having that culture. And I don't think they should change any kind of laws to make Nigeria have that culture, because on an average, guns kill so many people in that country. If you look at people say, we use it to protect ourselves. How many people actually use it to protect themselves compared to the people that are dying by mistake from guns? You see people, have you ever heard of a school shooting in Nigeria? Nope. Never. But every day you send your kid to school in America, in the back of your mind, you're like, I hope nothing like that happens. So, I think, again, I always joke that guns to Americans like jollof rice to Nigerians. They love their guns. And it's senseless because, again, even if you want to have guns, fine, but you should put laws in place. Somebody can just go to a gun show. Some mentally unstable person go to a gun show and buy a gun and then take it and start shooting everybody. People get guns so easily. You probably get guns easier. You can get a gun before you can buy alcohol.
Yeah.
You're not old enough to drink alcohol, but you're old enough to carry a rifle that can take a life.
Are you given the license to carry it on your person?
No, in my state, you can't carry it on your person.
Okay.
You can own one
and keep it at home.
Yes, but in states like Georgia, mostly the red states, they carry big old rifles. They walk into Walmart like it's their handbag. I'm like, what the heck is this nonsense? Like, was it war?
You don't want to know the first time I was given a gun to handle in Baton Rouge.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's another.
Let me just say that you can see from the way I'm stammering. what could I do? What could I do? On that note, Tony Payne has got to go. You're going to be back here on Wednesday for a day with me.
Yes,
very good. Okay, Tony Payne, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Every time you come to town, you always want to spend an hour with Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
So you'll spend another hour with us on Wednesday.
No problem.
And that's where we'll close it for today. I'd like to thank Tony Payne for coming. I'd like to thank Mr. Sheriff. If he ever had the plans to jackpot to America, he might decide not to go or change his destination. In which case, Mr. Sheriff might go to Czechoslovakia.
Yes.
You can go to Australia.
Japan.
I'm thinking of going to Australia, though.
I would love
I'm toying with the idea.
I would love for Zion to study in Japan.
In Japan?
Yes.
Not China?
No, China.
Not
Japan.
China.
He loves Japan, so I would just, maybe like a 1-year exchange student thing.
So you might have some grandchildren that are Wing Wong.
No. I don't think he'd stay that long.
Wing.
I mean, if he loves it there, why not? But I really would like a child that just sees
what
the
if
world.
You showed up? What if you showed up with a grandchild and gave it to mommy?
No, he has to get married first.
We'd
have to know the girl first and know her family.
No. Okay, we got to go. Thank you very much, folks. I'll be back here tomorrow. We're going to talk about plastics and get ready for Saturday. Get your tea and biscuits ready for Saturday. We're going to be talking the Benue crisis and talking defense. What's Up Lagos comes up next, so don't go away.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter